Uh,
Modern day masculine man, take one.
What makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight. A modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't bend, I won't break, you are not me, and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do. Modern masculine man. Welcome to Man School.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, Mitch. Woo!
hello. How y'all doing this week? It's midweek Wednesdays. We here for another edition of Ranting and Raving with Carla, Nicole. We got a good topic for y'all tonight. If you can hear me, say yeah. I appreciate you, Just Blaze, for the intro being fire. Somehow I was double lapping it. And I don't know what I do every now and then. I fuck it up, but it's okay. As I do every week, every day that I'm on my show, Spirit House Sage, my sponsor. This is antimicrobial. God damn, I said it right. Antimicrobial. It is antibacterial. It is anti-bad spirit, anti-bad voodoo, hoodoo, all that shit. And I'm going to be getting a sponsorship for them soon. So when you see me up here, this is Sage. Miss Carla, how has your week been going so far? Let's get it. Let's talk.
Let's get it. You already know what it is. Nobody's playing, that's for sure.
I see what it is. Normally you don't have the situation, and tonight you got a situation, and what's going on? You must be feeling yourself this week. What's up?
Well, I'm trying to look. I did this last week at the farmer's market. You know I make beaded jewelry, right? And I came.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and I came with the same vibe. And my nephew looked at me. He's like, "What's going on with all that?"
Yeah. So, I had to say a little something. I had to.
In order to make $1 million, you got to look like it first. He's like,
yeah, true. I might have to come up here with my shirt off. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I won't.
Look.
I probably won't get the attention with my shirt off that you're getting with those shiny boys up here tonight. But let's go ahead and get started. But how your week been? How your week been? It's Wednesday.
Everything's been well. Right now, I'm working on our next vibe is going to be called the After Rant Room, where we're going to rant after our show. Individually, we're going to do an audio diary on how we both feel about the vibe that went on the show. Okay. And then we're going to build that. So right now I'm just trying to meditate on it. I want to build it, but I think After Rant Room is going to be dope because we can also invite people in. I already pretty much have designed our Patreon on we're ranting and raving over there already. So we got the ranting and raving on Patreon. So that's dope. But I do want to just inform everybody that coming soon, we are going to be having an After Rant Room where you and I give some only to the members some deeper details about where we want
Okay,
to
I
go
like
and
that.
how we feel about some subjects we might not say here.
After the show, it's the after rant.
The after rant, yes,
I
sir.
like
The
that.
after rant room, yes.
I like how that sounds. So look, let's go ahead and let's dive into what we're talking about tonight. What are we talking about tonight?
Okay, so I got moved this week because a lot of times I'm noticing just in the atmosphere that anytime I'm coaching women or I'm even seeing women discuss about their frustration in relationships, I'm noticing a lot of times that women are 9 times out of 10, they are not really giving men grace. They automatically start feeling a way about a man and his actions way before anything really happens.
Yeah.
I want to talk about why she always thinks the worst first. What's up with this? Why is it always that a woman just automatically defaults right into negative, automatic thinking no matter what? It's never for instance, you're on your way over and you happen to say, hey, I'm going to jump in the shower and I'm going to come your way and then I'll be there. And it might be, we'll just say 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Then it's 9:30, then it's 10 o'clock, then it's 10:30, and I text you. I'm like, Javon, I thought you were coming over. What's going on? And you don't respond. And I'm like, okay. Now, automatically, normally, a woman's going to automatically go into he's with some other woman or he's doing some other stuff that he shouldn't be doing. But why don't we ever default with maybe he just fell asleep because that shower got good and he just fell into bed and just lost time. Then at midnight he hits me back like, hey, my bad. I fell asleep. And I'm like, that's what I thought. I figured you fell asleep. It's fine. Just come by in the morning. It's fine. Why don't we ever give grace? Why is it we automatically go right into assumptions that are never becoming of the man? It's always some type of suspicious vibe to it. Always. It's never something like, oh, well, maybe he, had something going on, or like you had a Tums going on earlier. My stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it never that? Why is it always, oh, he's doing something?
I think it's projection. I think over the years, I've realized that everything I've ever been accused of by a woman, she was doing at the time. I think women deal with guilt differently. So I think that women project. I give you a perfect example. The word narcissist. Women call men narcissists, but women are the biggest narcissists in the world. Men really can't be narcissists like that because we've been told from the time we was a little boy, sit your little ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no better than nobody else, blah, blah, blah. We've always had to prove ourselves. A woman has been told she's pretty when she's not pretty. She's been told she's sexy if she's not sexy. A woman is the one with the self-inflated ego. A woman is the one that wants the attention all the time. A woman is the one that needs to keep something going in order to be entertained. So women call us narcissists. And they are the one that's narcissists. Women are always accusing us of cheating. So I think when a woman automatically go to cheating, she's projecting. She's going from herself. I give you a perfect example. This was the craziest shit ever. K. Michelle was talking on the Breakfast Club. I think it was the Breakfast Club. Okay. And she had this long spiel about men are not good people. And if a man cheat and knowing it's going to hurt you, it can destroy you. And why do men do women like that? And all of a sudden the guy said, have you ever cheated? She was like, yeah. And they just bust out laughing like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, men are not good people because when they cheat, they know it's going to hurt you and know it's going to destroy you. And they don't care. And they da-da-da. And then they asked her, did she cheat? And she was like, yes. So it's like, what do you mean?
Well, because see, and I'm going to piggyback off where her actual mentality of that comes from, because she understands that women are in relationship because of feelings.
Yeah.
Men are in relationships because of intention.
Got you. I like that.
So when you're talking about a woman cheating, she's cheating because of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Men are cheating or they have additional lovers. I don't always call cheating, because it's really, cheating is really, to me, silly personally, because I believe all men are poly, just not all men are practicing poly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and it is what it is. But a lot of times we have this misconception that, oh, I cheated, but it doesn't count because it doesn't affect a man the same way it affects a woman. Because women take everything personal. I just explained to you just a minute ago that automatically when a man doesn't show up or something goes awry in the planning or what we're expecting, we automatically assume the worst. Always. But for me, I'm like, this is a mental illness.
Yeah. And
Part of paranoia. That's
I always think it's more about being replaced than cheating. I don't think, say for example, I was thinking today, and I was saying, if you ain't married, ain't nobody cheated on you. But I was just thinking about it. It's about not wanting to be replaced, because women will cheat and then say he made me cheat. Well, when you caught him cheating, just leave him. You don't leave him, you cheat back. So you're really worried about being replaced. That's why I think, like you said, when that man fall asleep, the first thing his woman is thinking, he with another woman. I've been in situations as a married man dating a woman on the outside or talking to a woman. And when I say, yeah, this kind of fizzling out, you know what I'm saying? It's time we pull back. They say, oh, you got somebody else. And I be like, no, I don't got nobody else. I don't like you no more. If I had somebody else, I would tell you, hey, I met somebody else that's replacing you. So that's the thing with women. It's always, you must got somebody else. Oh, you got a new bitch. Oh, you ain't called me in a couple of months. You must got a new bitch. No, the last time I was with you, you got a little out of pocket, so I didn't fuck with you for a while to make you realize, keep your fucking mouth in check when you with me.
Right.
But it's always, you got a new.
Well,
women always
see, and you just actually set up what I just brought up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said intentions.
Yeah.
So if you're not talking to her, you're not talking to her with intentions.
Yeah.
He's not talking to you because of feelings.
Exactly.
But again, when we look at and then let's talk about insecurity, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times women are insecure. So if you notice, and I think I said this a long time ago, if you notice, we as women are usually more judgmental of the lover or the women that you find attractive, worse than men ever compare themselves to dudes that you find attractive.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it. I was just talking to my partner earlier today. I said, you remember when they had the Psychic Network and Philip Michael Thomas was the most handsome man on the planet? Because I keep telling him that the living soul is going to replace, it's actually going to be the living soul whole, when it comes to life and really shows up on the planet, it's going to replace the energy that the Psychic Network left.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him, I said, do you remember Philip Michael Thomas? And he said, yeah, Miami Vice, we started laughing. And I told him, I said, he was the most handsome man on the planet at that time.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear men getting all bent out of shape because their women were gawking over Philip Michael Thomas. They were just like, okay, let me get in the gym. I'm going to show you something. I mean, you could like him or whatever. I'm not intimidated by dudes. Yeah,
it's crazy because women always try to make it seem like your celebrity crush. They be like, well, I can have a celebrity crush, and I ain't gonna never meet Philip Michael Thomas. Right. And it's like, but you can meet a nigga in the world. Why you act like just because I can't have a crush, but you could have a crush? Well, my crush is a celebrity. Well, my crush is the next door neighbor. God damn it, I ain't got it. My crush can be who I want it to be.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Take everything's personal, Javon, because we're low on self-esteem.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to a brother, and him and his old lady just started going to the gym. He been trying to get her go to the gym with him forever. She finally went to the gym with him, and he said that he messed up, and I said that was dumb to say that, but he won't even thinking. He was working out with the girl at the gym, with his old lady at the gym, and it was a girl over there doing the leg press machines, and she was leg pressing like 5 plates, like what a man would leg pressing. He said he looked over there. He just happened to say, man, that girl's strong. She lifting man weight. And his wife got mad and walked out. What, you want me to be as strong as her? And he was just like, I was just making a point out loud. Like, I wasn't even thinking. And she instantly, what, you want me to be as strong as her? I ain't as strong as her. And left the gym. I was like, man, she just wanted to leave the gym anyway. You gave her a reason by comparing her. That was very dumb. And he wasn't really comparing her. He was just speaking out loud. And,
having his man thoughts be exposed. And now you all in your feelings.
She internalized it and made it about her. Yes. Like when I was talking to Chris on the live the other day about one of my internet crushes, this chick that came on my live. She's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Claire Huxtable, beautiful. Yeah, Claire Huxtable, beautiful.
Yeah, I was.
And Chris, she know that I don't really be gawking over no women like that, but this woman is just beautiful to me.
Right.
And she internalized, and I said, Chris, I'm not saying she prettier than you or prettier than nobody else. I think you're beautiful, but I'm not saying you're beautiful, more beautiful than my wife, or my wife is more beautiful than you. Or I don't walk around saying who's the prettiest. Beautiful is just beautiful to me. If you fall in the category, you made the goddamn category. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the beautiful women over here. I don't say now I'm gonna line you up by beauty. You see what I'm saying? So it's a situation where, like you say, more than anything, I think women project. I think women are by nature scandalous, manipulators in their mind. So when something is happening in their life, they can't say, hey, here's the benefit of doubt. Maybe he fell asleep. He could have been in a car wreck. Yes. Anything. It goes straight to this.
Yes.
What am I going to lose?
Yes.
The level of selfishness. What am I going to lose?
Yes,
I'm missing my time. Oh, he was in a car wreck. Oh, now we ain't going to the movies. You see what I'm saying? I think they mind goes straight to myself.
Yes.
What am I going to lose? What am I not going to get? And there must be a reason he's doing this to me. Never the benefit of the doubt.
No, benefit of the doubt is out of the question. And this is why the title of my book, She Left Anyways, is what it is. Because I have a tendency to give men trigger words so they get that a woman leaves your friend that he just experienced his wife leaving out of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
She left anyways. Now he did all this, brought her there, did all that working out, came there. He made one comment that rubbed her the wrong way, and now she's gone. But this, not all women will go to that extreme and leave.
Yeah.
But in their mind, they will stay in that moment for weeks, months.
You know, it's funny because the more we do this show and the more we talk and have these conversations, the more it makes me realize, and I feel sorry for men.
Yeah.
When I say I feel sorry for men, I feel sorry for women too. I feel sorry for relationships because the problem is always going to be this, no matter how you cut it. The man is picking a woman that don't want him. That's the problem. No matter how you cut it, if you're going through a bad situation, bro, you just picked a woman that didn't want you. And I think sometimes men, we be shallow. We be picking with our eyes. We be picking with our wallet. That's why I always said date on your level. You know if this woman really wants you and if she really adore you. As a man, you shouldn't have to make a woman fall for you. You know what I'm saying? It should be an easy decision. You should be able to walk up to a woman and before even see, this is the thing where we didn't got out of attraction. We don't consider attraction and vibe anymore. We want to know. You could be nowadays, a man and a woman could be attracted to have everything across the room. Soon as they walk up to each other, Is you willing to go 50-50? Do you make 100,000? And that shit go out of the door. Back when I was coming up, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm getting older, but that was a time when you just looked at a woman, y'all were attracted to each other, and you ain't even had to ask no questions, what nobody made, no nothing. Y'all knew y'all was locked in. And it's a situation where now, brother, this woman needs to be attracted to you. If you walk up to her and ask her to dance and she tell you no, she's not attracted to you. If you ask her for a drink, can you buy a drink, and talk to her for a second? Right. She's not attracted. If she's attracted to you, soon as you speak to her, she's gonna be like in her heart, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm so happy he came over here. Right. I'm attracted to him. And if she's not attracted to you, if she don't have that attraction, if she don't have that fear of losing you, it's just over. And you can give all these tips in the world. So I think I'm realizing as the man, I got to blame everything on the man, because you're the chooser of a relationship. You decide, we go together. Yeah. And the problem is men are going with women that are out of their league, And we live in a new world where it used to couldn't be like this. This is what I'm saying. Right. Back in the day, everybody made $2 a week. Right. All men made $2 a week. Right. So now some smooth motherfuckers was gonna get a woman. Right. You couldn't just get a woman. Now everybody can make a certain salary, whereas the ogre guy making $2 a week was gonna have to pick an ogre bitch. Right. Now the ogre guy making $100,000 a year can pick a 10, and she gonna destroy him and ruin him and run him. But his self-esteem is so tied to this beautiful woman that he just deal with it and put up with it. Long as my bitch look good, long as my bitch look good, long as my bitch look good. And that's such a sad thing, man. It's driving me crazy, because the more we talk, as I sit here hearing your book, she left anyway. God damn. Like the title is in itself. She left any fucking way. Not she left in spite of, or left because. It's like she left anyway means the dude tried to do everything right.
Everything right. And let me tell you something, Javon, and I'm gonna share something personal, because I was with my first boyfriend. We were together for 7 years, and he doesn't look like him, but he has a very vibrant personality, just like Corey Hardrick. We were like best friends, like
Corey Hardrick. Who is Corey
Hardrick? Yeah, he had like the personality of Corey.
Who is that?
My ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend.
I know, but who is Corey Hardrick? I can't think of.
Corey Hardrick is a comedian that's out here. He's been talking a lot. He's very
Corey Holcomb.
Holcomb. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Simple last name. Yes, Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
He has a very vivacious personality. Like
very
humorous, funny, but sarcastic. And so after we broke up, I told him, out of love for him, I said, it's not that I don't love you. It's just that I don't match with your vision. But I still care about you anyway. Yeah. So out of my love for you, I know you are toggling in your mind which woman should you choose. And I, as your ex, who truly loved you for real and still does and still cares about how this is going to end up, let me put you up on game with something. So you have two options. You got Kitty and you got Coco. Now, Kitty is an ex-stripper. She was beautiful. I'm talking about gorgeous. Body was out. I mean, just unbelievable. Just a beautiful woman. And then he had Coco, who was a little more homely, but she was solid. And I told him just like this. I said, when we look at your aura and your appeal of who you are as a man, Kitty's much too much to deal with. You two don't match. She's gonna constantly bring you drama, headache, and agitation and aggravation. You're not going to mesh well together. However, Coco is the one. And let me tell you why. I said, he's like, yeah, she's not, she's not. I said, it doesn't matter about that. She's solid.
Yeah.
Not only just that, she matches you and she will merge with your vision.
Yeah.
This man already had a vision. So I was already proud of that in and of itself. I just didn't match it. But the beautiful thing about that was I was able to tell him which one to go with. Because I said, if we base it off of what you see, you're going to pick Kitty. And you're going to have a life of hell.
You're gonna get drugged. It's similar to when one of my homeboys got upset with me. We was when still in college. Every time I see him, he bring this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because we laugh about it. It was 4 of us out one night, and we was talking to some women, and I had got over there late, and they had kind of chose up. So I was like, shit, I'll take the 4th one. You know what I'm saying? And as we got to talking and chilling, having a good time, I said, man, give me that bitch you with, man. You can't handle that bitch, man. That bitch she's too much for you.
Too much.
And he was like, man, what you mean, blah, blah. I said, come on, man. That bitch, like, man, she her personality. I said, you can't even, you sitting there damn near watching me and her flirt and talk. You can't handle this bitch. Give me her. And so he was like, no. So, we went out and went back to their place, and we got to drinking and stuff. And, he got up, went to the bathroom. When he came back, she was sitting on the couch beside me. I guess the other girl had already had a conversation like, shit, y'all feeling each other. Shit, I hollered, old boy. And when he got back, she was sitting beside me and we playing cards, and he done got mad and left. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even sleep with the woman that night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's just like, hey man, she too much for you, man. You can't handle that bitch. That bitch, she had a little stripper vibe to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know your personality ain't enough for this woman.
But what's so deep, Javon, is he is with Coco till this day. They're married.
You told him,
and they have
what the deal is.
That is probably going to enter into the NFL.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about that is, I guess a man has to be told, or he have to learn on his own, meaning he probably had a chick like Kitty before that fucked him over, and he realized it. You know what I'm saying? I think the beautiful thing about my life is I really found someone that matches me.
Yes.
I really found someone that matched I feel like she matched my fly. She matched my personality. Yes. She matched my drive. Everything, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I first met Chris, I met Chris at church. See, this is the thing people don't realize. I met my wife at church.
Okay.
She was like assistant youth pastor. She didn't curse. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink. She wasn't clubbing. She had totally changed her life. You see what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. So when they see us, they don't realize I met a virtuous woman.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I met my wife at church, and like I said, she wasn't drinking, smoking, clubbing, doing none of that shit.
Right.
So I met her when, they say a hoe's final resting place is church. That's the old saying, like a hoe's final. So I don't know how promiscuous she was. I know she had one man for 9 years, whether she was cheating, all that. But the point I'm making, I met a good woman at church.
Right.
I was a good man in church. Right. We met in our come to Jesus let's
in that zone, yes.
through our life right phase.
Yes.
So we happened to come together in goodness. It's just so happened when we left church, we became who we was before.
Right.
Which is perfectly compatible.
Yes.
But we met in church. So the funny thing is my pastor had already groomed all the women in my church how to be wives. Because it's 30,000 people. He had already had a wife school for the women. Like, so she came fully prepared on being a wife. Now, the point that I'm trying to make is this. A lot of people don't get to meet someone ever that is compatible on all ways, much less that they still attracted to. A lot of times we have to
sacrifice
sacrifice compatibility for attraction or attraction for compatibility. And a lot of times men haven't been taught, go with the compatibility because you're more than likely going to be cheating on this woman anyway. I hate to say it like that.
No,
Stop trying to marry a dime for looks, and those looks are going to fade anyway. Get with somebody that's compatible, that aligns with you and align with your vision. But the overall arcing point that I'm making is, when my pastor was telling me, yo, Jay, you are eligible bachelor in this church, his advice to me was this, simply this, and which was good advice for him. Okay. He said, Jay, it's so many women in this church. You like a free agent. You're like LeBron James. He said, I know some doctors, some lawyers, some dentists that are interested in you. He was like, because I was writing plays, directed a drama ministry. So everybody used to say, you're going to be the next Tyler Perry. And so he was like, listen, get you a woman that make a lot of money, that can hold the fort down while you focus on your art. And he introduced me to some fine, bad motherfuckers that was making, 6 figures and beyond. And each one I went out with, I would sit across and we would laugh, and I would just, and it was almost like I'm talking to a potential wife, and we would laugh and talk and have dinner. And I would be sitting there saying, yeah, this bitch gonna be scared of me. Yeah, this bitch boring. This bitch is not gonna be good for me. I'm too much for her. My personality too much for her. And when I finally went on these dates with these women, he was like, yo, what's up? Such and such like you. You know what I'm saying? I marry y'all in the office, whatever. And I was like, man, I found somebody. When I showed him Chris, he was like, her? He was like, man, I heard she got a rough past, man. He was like, I don't know. And then I was like, well, I think she's good for me, blah, blah, blah. And I explained to him. He was like, well, you got my blessing. I ain't telling you. I just knew those women were just too good for me. When I say good for me, I don't mean good. I mean, bitch, you don't smoke. Bitch, you don't drink. You don't cuss.
You're not versatile.
What is we gonna do? You're literally just versatile. Yeah, you're literally just gonna be my wife, and I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna be the man that I am. I'm gonna cook, be doing what I do. But he was just really like, marry one of these bitches for a financial come up so you can have time to be the next Tyler Perry. And I was like, I don't want to do that. No. I just didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And when you think about it, the versatility piece, that's so important, because versatility that Chris brings to your life is far beyond what the money would have been brought to your life.
Yeah.
So the problem is, a lot of people think about financial gain, which is of course a good thing to, keep in alignment and focus on. But the most important part that you saw about, Chris, is that she was versatile.
Yeah.
And you two ended up going way left out of church into your miogamy together.
Yeah.
So again, when you're talking about miogamy and open relationships and open relation, it forfeits a lot of versatility with people that are so confined to only one way of relating.
And you know what, Miss Carla, it's funny because women that approach me online now, don't know broke women try to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. That's why when I hear guys say certain things, I'd be like, well, that's just you. And you're going out of your level, because the women that solicit me in my inbox, they have money. They really have money. Mm-hmm. Like, they really be like, and they lead with shit like, I can help you get your podcast. You need a camera set up, or because they watching me. They see the things I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere I had a chick hit me the other day. I work for American Airlines. If you ever need to fly, just holler at me. Nice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, one thing I learned is this: you don't take no gifts from no woman. Golly, because no, I'm serious.
I believe you.
You ever notice that a woman brags about taking care of herself?
Of course.
So a woman that makes her own money is very, 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 very particular about her money.
Mhm.
So when a woman invests in you,
Right.
she want to control you. She want to own you. She want to own some of your time. You know what I'm saying? I made a mistake one time of letting a woman, do what she call an investment in me.
Mhm.
And man, that shit turned into, you damn near want to see me every Saturday for this little change. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You know what I'm
that's because she called herself buying.
Yeah,
Buying
right.
time is what she was
Exactly. So when I see men say women aren't willing to invest and women are selfish and women just want this, I'm like, bro, I promise you, there's a woman out here that will respect, love, and honor you. She may not look like you wanted to look. She may not
Right.
be built like you wanted to be built. It's the same thing with men and women.
Right.
There are women out here who got quality guys that really, really would adore them and be a good husband and worship the ground they walk on.
Of course.
They just don't look like they want them to look, and vice versa. We are so shallow. We are so shallow when it comes to this.
Because a lot of times, Javon, if we're honest, a lot of people haven't studied their living soul. So they don't know their numbers. They don't know what their earth, their moon, their sun, their living soul. They don't know any of their archetypes. They don't know their elements. They don't know anything. So the more you learn about you and your archetypes and your elements, your soul elements, all of this stuff is important, Javon. I learned so much about me just off of doing my own living soul, and understanding more about me helps me to understand how I navigate in this life. I said earlier today, I had to learn how to create a reinvented version of myself, because my first version of how I love was a mess. Not only a mess, it was very I just disliked that version of me.
It's a plug for the living soul because
I told you before, the way I wanted to be loved on and all this stuff, I was so just overdosed on romanticism. I couldn't see past realism.
It's funny because what you're saying now, the thing I like about the living soul, and it's a plug for this, it gives you the guide. Because say, for example, a lot of times, man, we don't really know what we want out of life.
No.
A lot of times, I give you a perfect example. When I was coming up, I traveled a lot. I wanted to travel because that's when people say, what do you want to do? Travel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hate fucking traveling. The older I got, I had to really look within myself and be like, okay, when you travel, what do? You get to your hotel, you put your bags down, you go out, you try to find some reefer, you get you a drink, and the first thing you do is you're smiling in the woman's face. So it's like, I don't even like traveling. So the point I'm trying to make is this. We really don't have a guide for what we want. We don't really know what we like.
No.
I had a homeboy that was so caught up on light-skinned women. He'd been married 3 times, done dirty by all 3 light-skinned women. And then he realized, man, I don't like light-skinned women. I was teased as the fat, ugly, dark little boy. So I got me a light-skinned woman to feel like something.
Yes.
He like, man, when I really look at it deep down, I can't stand no yellow bitch because they was the ones teasing me. And it's the very thing about traveling. Going somewhere just to say you went and then realize, man, I can't stand traveling. I don't want to be in your hot place. I damn sure don't want to be nowhere with no AC, without no AC when I'm walking and there's fucking flies and shit.
Right,
so The point I'm making is when we get into relationships, nobody really sat down with me, or a lot of people don't sit down and say to themselves, what do I really want, or what do I really need in a woman? What would be more important to me? A woman that's beautiful in public, or a woman that respects my authority at home? And most people go into it. All we want is some that look good enough to be on our arms. And it's such a shallow thing.
But
And
it's
I
optics.
and I
It's optics.
and I think with women, the reason that we don't get the benefit of the doubt a lot of times, because women will end up with somebody that they really don't like. And it's like, if I really don't like you, do I really got any grace for you? You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it, it's like, dude, nigga, I don't really like you. You got 1 month to find a new job, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of grace when you have, and the reason I think it's like that, because like I said originally,
right,
it's the man's fault because he chooses who's attached to him.
Right.
But a woman, on the other hand, if she allows herself to be chosen by somebody she doesn't have that compatibility with,
right,
she's going to be miserable. He's going to be miserable.
Right.
That's why when you really think about it, marriage is a 50% divorce rate.
Yes.
You really got a 50% chance on picking a motherfucker that you think that's for a shallow reason.
Yes.
On a 50%, you know what I'm saying? Either hit or miss.
It's a hit or miss, yes.
Yeah.
And the living soul also gives you so much knowledge of self. See, we come to learn more about our own desires, and a lot of times we bring in the representative to the lover that we like to look at. So we keep telling this representative, we keep telling the presented lover that we're involved with and that we're intrigued by, we keep selling him the representative, not our true self. There's no way I'm gonna tell a man that, oh, I gotta show him the perfect side of me. I can't tell him I'm crazy as hell. Can't tell him that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we have a tendency, and I say this often, is that we as women have a tendency to lie to self on a regular basis. The problem is with the lies we tell ourselves is that we normally get with lovers and we represent to the lovers the lying side of who we are.
Yeah.
So the man is thinking, I have the authentic self, when actually who he has is a representative. When you look at some of these different podcasts, you'll notice how much, if men are talking to the different women, you'll notice how much a man will bring to light the self-deceit. Well, are you sure you were this? Because you're saying this and doing this.
Yeah.
And then the woman will try to dance out of it because she's rehearsed her version of herself in the mirror and in her silent talks to herself for so long that when a man questions her to become her authentic self, she gets to stumbling and unable to answer the questions.
Wow, that's so real. That is so real. So that's what be happening.
Yeah.
Because I would always say to women, it's like, how are you getting stumped on a question I'm asking you about you?
Right.
You getting
it's unrehearsed.
Wow. So you saying that women be walking around
yes.
with this rehearsed person of themselves,
yes.
these rehearsed answers,
yes.
and then when they say something in public, because it happened on the podcast a lot. It'd be like a woman have her little story and da 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 da, and she'd be so sure of it, and the guy say one simple thing, and it'd be like, let me walk off. This guy asked this lady. He asked the women on the show the other day. He said, who's dated a man that was a narcissist? Every woman raised their hand, right? Then he said, how many of these men were diagnosed as a narcissist by somebody other than you?
Right.
And the women just bust out laughing.
Right.
Like, they just was like, well, he got us. This is some dumb shit.
Diagnosis is coming from Google.
Yeah, yeah. And so then after he said that, how many of these men have been diagnosed by somebody other than you?
Right.
They started laughing. Then he said, who knows? He asked one girl, he said, what is a narcissist? She started crying and got up and walked off the fucking show. She didn't even know what a narcissist was.
No.
It was that rehearsed language.
It's rehearsed.
Why y'all break up? He was a narcissist.
Right.
It's like that shit. That shit. It's like women. When I first got with my wife, right?
Right.
I would tell her and this used to burn her up. I used to say, my granddaddy said, all women the same, some just worse. Get you one that's the same. So I would tell her, Chris, you're the same. Your best story, your best explanation. I've heard this shit from every other woman on this earth. Y'all say the same shit. There's no originality. Women say the same shit. Every woman I ever went out to dinner with, every woman I ever went out to dinner with, at some point, their question comes up. What are you looking for right now?
Right.
And every woman said the same shit. Well, if some get serious, I mean, I ain't not trying to get none, but I ain't trying to get played. I know the game and want to tell you how much they know the game and how they can't get played. And I'm sitting here saying, bitch, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do with you. And you have no choice in this matter.
Right. Yeah, but the rehearsal of herself identity to you is already it's already been rehearsed, so she's not able to dance out of what you're questioning. She can't redefine herself because she's a non-thinking woman.
It's crazy because, like you say, that's why I could be dating a woman and could go out of town with her 2-3. You never hear them fart. They never shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, I've been dating you 4 years and you've never shitted. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember the first time I caught my wife shitting. It was like I caught her damn stealing $1 million or something. Like, we've been together 4 years and you've never had to take a shit.
Right.
Never had to take a shit. I go to work, I come home, I forget something. I come in the house and she and that bitch door over, shitting good. I bust out laughing. Oh my God. I'm like, so you been like, yeah, I just wait for you to get in the sleeve or I turn the shower and it's like,
right.
So what you thought? I thought you didn't shit. It's like this flawlessness that a man can't afford to present. A man, we come looking, you know, I snore, I goddamn scratch my feet, my heels tough. I might scratch you at night. And you know, we have to come all out with our flaws because we don't want to surprise nothing because, like you said, we're dating with intentions.
You are with intentions. Yeah. Women are with
I intend on making you my chick. So I'm letting you know, look, I ain't gonna let you know I snore a little bit. Now I'm gonna be honest, during the winter, I might gain 15 pounds. So, you know, but a woman, she hides everything. Yes. She hides everything. And this is the thing for women to realize, because I've had a couple of women say to me, Miss Carla, just like Chris, she agree with you on everything. And it's almost like a situation where, how can I explain this? A lot of times on our podcast, when we're talking and having discussions, right?
Right.
And people don't understand the natural pecking order. It always seems like we are correcting women. You get the point.
I get the point.
So that's what a couple of sisters said. Right, when y'all gonna correct men, I said, listen, we're literally been talking about she left anyway. We're telling men how not to get left, how to choose. So the whole book is to men, bitch. What are you talking about?
Right.
However, they get, you're correcting women. She don't like women. This, y'all always agree. And it's like, no, sister, you're the one that's going to be chosen. So we're trying to teach you how to present yourself to be chosen. And we're trying to teach men how to choose.
Properly.
We're not saying women are bad. We're saying,
do you want to fix the odds or not? We just sat here and told you what the odds were. Do you want to fix them or not? I mean, you can sit here and criticize me and Javon all day. And listen, I don't take nothing offended. I don't get offended. Because as far as I'm concerned, I correct with no problem. I will correct my child. I'll correct my man. I'll correct anybody. I don't give a damn about that. I don't get offended because what I'm telling you is working. I have a man behind me on a regular. I'm not in any lack in my life. So if I'm sitting here telling you something, you might want to listen. Truth. Javon, he's got a woman riding, no problem, on a regular basis. So we don't have any lack. We're trying to school y'all up. Listen, if you don't understand that, it's fine. But understand what we're telling you is a lot of women don't understand this shit. You guys have a tendency to only get caught up when we correct and chastise. But obviously, you still sitting up here watching. Why?
It's amazing because, like I said, even when me and Chris talking, it's always people. We've had friends that say it's always like Chris is wrong and Javon is right. I'm like, no, that's not it. I'm leading.
Yes.
I'm leading. She has no problem with being on my plan. The problem is a lot of men get with women that don't want their leadership.
No.
I'm saying to women,
Yes.
ladies, do not accept a man that you wouldn't follow his leadership, no matter how handsome he is,
Right.
no matter what he can do for you. It would be better for you to live in an apartment or a trailer park with a man that you want to listen to than to live in a mansion with a man you don't want to listen to. I'll give a perfect example of what I mean. Have you ever noticed that a nerd guy, the nerds, always have a badass bitch that you would think like, how the fuck this nerd get this chick? You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be at church and different places. I would always see a guy that was just a regular khaki wearing nerd, just basic guy, get his hair cut every 2 weeks, you know, bank account, regular motherfucker. And he got a bad bitch on his arms. And you wonder, how did he get her? But then when you hear her talk and listen to her, you be like, wow, she just as damn nerdy. She's just a fine ass nerd girl. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Amen. It's like, but watch this. You ever notice those relationships last so long? They get married early. They have 4 kids. They never divorce because they be so compatible. Their mission in school was to go to school, get good grades in school. They won't trying to fuck. They won't trying to do all this. Then their mission was to go to college, graduate, meet a compatible person and get married. These people be locked in, tuned in, tapped into what they want, and they're not judging by looks and stuff. It just so happened their compatibility lines up. I got a homeboy and I joke with him all the time, and we grew up together, and I always said, boy, I don't know how the hell you got your wife. And we laugh all the time. He's got one of the finest fucking wives ever.
Because he's got a fine living soul.
But listen, but
that's why
he is so fine. But when you hear her talking, you hear her laugh, you be like, okay, I see why. Okay, you fine enough to fuck, but just sit around and chill with. Girl, you will get on my fucking nerves. Like every time we together, you know, I'm funny. So I might say some funny. She I'm like, wow, like y'all are compatible.
Compatible, yes.
I think men are hearing this, and this is what women are hearing. When I say what I say, I think people are hearing, you want me to get somebody that's kind of ugly?
Right.
I think that's what people be hearing, because I've heard men, and just a saying, men marry 6s and 7s, 8s.
Right.
Men don't marry 9s and 10s. 8's kind of not even marriageable. And when people hear that, they hear it, they are hearing, oh, you saying marry somebody that's not attractive, get somebody that's uglier. No, I'm saying the person who's considered a 10 by the world acts like that. Yes. They've lived a 10 privileged life. Mm-hmm. They've been told since a little girl, You're going to be somebody's trophy wife.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I had a homegirl in high school I used to mess with. And in our, our senior superlatives, she was voted most likely to marry a celebrity. And she ended up marrying an NBA basketball player. So we
where
knew
was
this.
Where was the lie?
Exactly. She was, you see what I'm saying? So how would I have looked trying to make her my woman as much as I liked her in college? This woman, I was her high school. We messed around in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But once we got to college, I still liked her.
Right.
But once she got into a place that was bigger than my little hometown, and we get to college, man, these Duke basketball players at the party, NC State, UNC basketball players. I remember the first night we went out and we at BW3s in Chapel Hill, and the UNC basketball players came in, and I saw how they was on. I said, well, it's over for me. Right. I ain't gonna never hit this pussy again. It's over for me. I knew right then, okay, she was most likely to marry a professional athlete or celebrity. Here they go, playing basketball on TV, number one niggas in the nation, and they in her face. They finna take my bitch from me, and ain't nothing I can do about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It was over for me.
It's over. But the truth of the matter is, you were able to look at it for what it is versus what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, I knew it was over.
Right, but a lot of women can't get out of the fantasy. That's our problem.
Now, I ain't saying I won't hurt or sad, but I knew this guy finna go to the NBA.
Yep.
Coming in here, he dunking, playing on TV every week, and I'm the guy that she went to high school with, that went to her college, that's a smaller college. Why would she want to stay with me over him? Right. I just knew it was over.
And that's what I mean, Javon, is like what we're talking about is a lot of times she left anyways, comes from this space in this mindset, is that a lot of times men don't realize until she's gone. You got the skinny before she left. And you went ahead and said, okay, you know what? I'm good. Yeah. Let me go ahead and take this hurt now. Because I already see it. I'm already able to gauge that this shit is off. I'm just not, where she's going, I'm not going to match. Just like I told you earlier with my ex, where he was going, because he had a vision that didn't match mine. Didn't mean his vision was wrong. It just didn't match. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and relieve you and care about you to the next level to where you choose better. Any man in my life that I care about, I'm going to tell him the raw truth. There's only two things that a woman that he involves himself with and allows to have access, I'm talking about real access, to his life, to his finances, to his status, to his vulnerability, should have two things, period. Purpose and be a realist. Period.
Yeah. It's crazy because when it's all said and done, it's like going to the strip club, you know. The strippers that come out first aren't the best women. The strippers that come out last are the ones gonna make the most money. You know, when you first come to the strip club, you know, different strip clubs, you could be at a strip club. I done took homies to the strip club for the first time, and they throw. I say, hey man, save the money for the bad bitches. These bitches walking around at 11 o'clock. These is not the ones. They like, oh my God, but they never seen that perception. Right. So then at 1 o'clock, when the fucking light come on and the bad bitches come out, they like, shit, I done spent all my money. I'm like,
all my money's gone. Yeah. Now I ain't getting nothing. No action.
And those women, for some reason, that's why I said I pure trust, belief, a prostitute or a stripper, the only woman that I've ever trusted 100%, because for some reason in that arena, those women know and understand pecking order. In every other situation, women think, well, I can put on some makeup and look just as good. I can put on my lashes. I can push up my push-up bra. But no, in that strip club, it's like those women know, hey, you go out at 8, You go out at 9, you all go out at 10, Diamond and them go out at 1 when the big spenders get here. And it ain't no motherfucking arguing. You know you not that bitch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's how we need to, that's how I'm trying to tell men. Like,
Yes.
bro, you might get her to spend some time with you.
Mm-hmm.
She might go out to dinner with you.
Yes.
But that's out of your league, bro.
Right.
That's out of your league, bro.
Right.
That's out of your league, I promise you. Now, she may go out to dinner with you because she's just a fine ass hood bitch that just wants something to eat that night.
Right.
But that's out of your league, bro.
Right.
And then
that's why I told my ex, like, Kitty's out your league, and she will bring you add more aggravation and drama and headache than Coco ever would. You're gonna have more of a fulfilling love affair because you're not going to be so engulfed in what her beauty is going to bring to your life, which is going to be drama, agitation, aggravation, and she really didn't have it for you. She knew that you had it for her.
You know, the funny thing, Carla, I think the biggest problem, the biggest issue is this whole meogamy. I love that word because I was talking to a sister, and like I said, I think women more afraid to being replaced or left than they are cheating. Because I was talking to a sister the other day, and I was just like, you too fucking grown to be talking about some fucking cheating. Like, the older I get, the more I be like, why do we keep this? Women keep this cheating thing alive.
Yeah.
You're as old as you is, bitch. You still talking about cheating?
Yes.
Haven't you been cheated on by every man you ever dealt with? Yes. And then when you flip the script,
right?
Ain't you cheated on every man you dealt with? Yes.
Right.
Why do we think at this age that we are, and in this day and age of sexual freedom,
yes,
somebody is gonna only mess with you? Why would you think that?
I don't know.
That's almost like going into a situation where you say, we're gonna leave 5-year-olds in here in a candy room.
Right.
A room made out of candy. And no one is going to
eat any. Right.
I mean, that's so fucking stupid to me.
It is.
In this day and age, for somebody to be sitting around talking about and knowing from their own life that there's always been some infidelity in all of their relationships.
Well, one thing that I've learned while I am still creating meogamy, one thing that I did learn about what I love about it is that it's not hating mono or poly, but
it's loving your own self.
It's embracing both and saying it doesn't matter about that. Let's get more into understanding your authentic sexual truth, and let's get to studying you and what your needs are. Stop putting the representative out here. Stop coming out here, with all this pizzazz and, oh yes, hi Javon, we're out to eat and I'm talking to you and giving you all the BS and how nice I'll be to you, and really, okay, well, I'll sign up. Then when we get together, what am I? I'm always complaining. I'm always suspicious. I'm always asking you about why is your phone ringing at this time and that time, because I'm not already whole in self. Most of the time, women that are still drowning in the cheating conversation has a mental illness, which is called self-absorption. You can't possibly give a damn about another female if you are in your purpose and doing what you're here to do. The only genitalia you have control of, ladies, is yours. That's why you were God-given it. God gave you your vajayjay to be in control of. Your man's penis is his to control, not yours. You can't say, hand it to me before you leave. and then
it's like, even when I heard how you said that, I almost cringed. And I'm a married man. Your man. That ain't your fucking human. When you think about this, what we have got into through it, and it's just an American Disney World thing.
It is.
No other culture on this earth. Other cultures have marriage.
Yes.
But no other culture says this man belongs to this woman. No, this woman belongs to this man.
Right.
Now, monogamy and openness and poly can be, but in every culture on this earth,
right,
other than America, that's that man. Woman is his property. That's his woman.
Right.
And that woman know that man can do what the fuck he want to do when it comes to another woman.
Right.
Because this woman has been told, if you his woman, you gonna be good. And don't worry about his dick. Don't worry about his dick. If you his woman, you good. But in America, we have this idea of they're mine. If you're not, think about it, you're not married to a person. You talking about my man. That's women say, my man, my man, my man. This is not Richard Pryor, the toy. Right. You get it? You remember that movie where Richard Pryor was a toy? The little boy was like, it was a movie where Richard Pryor had met these white people. Right. And the white guy had a son, and he was like, basically, yo, I'll pay you $1 million or whatever a year or something to play with my son. And Richard Pryor was like, hell yeah, shit. All I gotta do is play with this little boy. And as the movie went on, the little boy was just worrying the fuck out of him. It was like the little boy was like, "This is my toy. Yes, this a grown ass man. That's his toy. Right. So whenever he want him to, hey, come in here and play cops and robbers with me. Come in here and eat chocolate with me." And Richard Pryor, for all that money, was just like, "I can't do this shit." Right. And that's how I look at it when how a woman looks at a man. That man has intention, like you said, meaning this. Yes. I'm picking this woman. Yes. I intend to be with her. Yes. And I'm going to make it work and do my job and do my duty with her regardless. Right. The woman is saying, oh, he's choosing me. Mm-hmm. I have a toy now. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? When you said women,
we're based off feelings.
Off feelings. Right. So today I want my toy to lay in bed with me all day. Mm-hmm. Lay in bed with me all day. The next day, I want my toy to get up and fix some shit. Yeah. Now you see what I'm saying? It's like a woman really be looking at a man as if his total existence is to make her happy. I tell my wife, and I see women do it all the time. It could be Saturday. My wife get up and go about her day. Oh, she's having a motherfucking day. Yeah. A woman day. Yes. She all over the town, all over the world, doing whatever she want to do. Right. The second she gets back in the house, where my toy at? Hey, where you at? What you mean? I'm out at the store. Yep. Oh, what time you coming home? Chris, you was just out all day, and I wasn't worried about what time you coming home. Right. I said, you want your toy now, right? Mm-hmm. The second your woman get off work, where my toy at? Mm-hmm. Where my toy at? Where my man at? Where my toy at? Where my toy at?
Here's what's deep, and I know this is going above and beyond what many women don't want to admit. But the truth of the matter is this: we as women have a tendency to not really want to be told the truth. And in monogamy, the first part of being a monogamist is you have to tell the truth. So I first bring the person into understanding their own living soul, and then the second thing is understanding their sexual truth in fullness, not in half, not in parts, but in truth. Because the truth of the matter is, Javon, a lot of times we are unsure of what it is we need in that department. Yet we are under surveillance, yet we are policing. But how are you policing something and you don't even know your own truth in your own sexual being? You don't even know your own truth to tell about what your needs are. And yet you're out here policing a whole nother human being and what he should be doing in his with his genitalia. And you don't even know that your genitalia has needs too. And shall we be honest? There's attractions out here. As a woman, I just got approached at Kroger. All kinds of stuff happens. But at the end of the day, am I going to be like, oh, I don't know anything about that? Well, let me tell you about this version of me and that version. No, let me be me for real. To me first.
Miss Carla, I got a question for you before we get out of here because I got to go be in early tonight.
Okay.
And I want to have a discussion about this real quick.
Okay.
Do you think women don't tell the truth because they're afraid that they may lose that situation? So say, for example, you because a woman is always trying to get got, right? You see what I'm saying?
Frozen.
So do you think do you feel if she tell the truth, it may affect her from getting chosen? So say, for example, a nice looking man meets a nice looking woman, and he's talking to her over dinner.
Yep.
And he asks her, are you into dating multiple people? And she's really a monogamist.
Right.
And she wants to say, you know what? I'm willing to date you. If I meet a man tomorrow that's handsome, I might give him a shot.
Yep.
Do you think she will say, no, I just date one at a time because she think that man is going to judge her? Absolutely. And she thinks she going to lose that opportunity? So if that's the case, yes. will women ever tell the truth? That's the question.
Well, that's why monogamy pulls that out of you, because you have to first come to terms with your own sexual truth in you first to
but
yourself.
If she know that, if she tell that,
yes,
and that if the question I got, because sometimes I had these epiphanies and it hit me like,
right.
Say for example, a man with a high body count, I don't care what you say, that's considered a cool thing because it's something about him to have a high body count. Yes. Either he got money, he handsome, he's charming, something. But a woman with a high body count, that's looked down upon because it's easy for a woman to get some dick. Right. It's harder for a man to get a woman. Right. So in that sense, a woman will never tell you her true body count for fear of being judged or rejected. So what I'm saying is, for a woman to come to the table, whether it's monogamy, whether it's anything, is it possible in the society we live in, where a woman has always been taught that she'll be judged or lose an opportunity to be chosen? Is it feasible to think that women can come to the table telling the truth? I'm starting to think it's almost set up for them to lie, whether they want to tell the truth or not.
That's why monogamy is being created. Because I want women to be able to be open and honest about their own sexual truth. Remember when you and I first met, I told you my sexual truth with no problem. I didn't give you no representative. I didn't sit up in here and tell you a whole bunch of lies and, yeah, Javon, I'm just doing this and doing that. I was like, no, this is what it is. And it's not rehearsed. It is just what I know about the version of me today. Because monogamy isn't based upon any type of absolute. It's based upon my evolution and change. Remember, you came out here several times and said, I'm in an open marriage. But since we've been talking in the last couple of episodes, you said, well, I ain't even got nobody else. So what is it, Javon? Is it open? Well, I mean, it's open, but I ain't got nobody.
That's the thing.
You're a practicing.
What I'm saying is,
right now, but I
like to have the option. I like to have the option.
Yes,
that's the point I'm making. And that's what I think everybody would want.
Right, currently in the version you are today, you are a practicing monogamous. You cannot stand.
Yeah.
You don't even like the shit. But
the funny thing about it is it Okay, so what we're going to have to understand for women to be open with their sexual truth and what they really want and everything.
Yes.
Are we going to have to just say, ladies, you cannot be desperate? Because that's what it's desperation.
Yes.
It's oh my God, girl, I got a date tonight. He's handsome, he's got a job, and he don't seem crazy. Could this be the one?
Right. Why
And
does it always
then
have to be that?
because and see, this is the thing, it shouldn't be that.
No.
But women don't get that decent dude that they think this. It seemed like everyone could be the one because a woman is so desperate because they. So it goes back to, if I don't have that purpose,
Right.
I'm going to be desperate.
Yes.
So in my desperation, I'm going to present myself as something else in order to be chosen.
Yes.
But if I had a purpose and was tuned in, tapped in, turned on to my purpose, I would be less desperate as a woman.
Yes.
And more open to telling the truth about what I want and don't want, even if I miss out on this guy.
Yes. And
Okay.
I'm okay with him walking away. Because my version of who I am today, as we're speaking and talking, I can be monogamous today and poly tomorrow. I don't know. There's no guarantees of shit on the planet. We can evolve and change in a matter of seconds. You see how quick car accidents change someone from a walking human being to a paraplegic in an instant? You don't think sexuality doesn't change in an instant? You don't think relationships evolve and change in an instant? Absolutely. However, we don't allow it to evolve. We don't allow it to change. We got to make it, oh, we are this. Okay, we're this today, but what about tomorrow? I don't know. We're going to be tomorrow.
That's funny because I got a little joke. I said, I'm not gay, but I hadn't seen a woman that was so fine in the store. I'd have fucked TD Jakes to get to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so straight that I'd have did some gay shit to get that.
But again, Devon, I want us to be able to be open and honest. This is where the power of monogamy is going to blow up, because it's going to embrace whatever sexual taste you're on. I don't care about it, because I'm not sleeping with all y'all. But what I care about is you to be able to evolve in your wholesomeness and be able to deliver to the possible, probable lovers or lover who you really are, so that they can build and learn who they are. You see what I'm saying?
So that's why I say it all goes back to the same thing. Even in this man.
Yes.
Hey, man, if you don't have a purpose, you're going to pick a bitch that's a filler. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Right. If a man has his purpose,
yes,
and he's on his purpose,
yes,
and he know what he wants,
yes,
and he's got a vision,
yes,
he can meet a woman tomorrow that's beautiful that he wants.
Yes.
And then once he see, oh, you're going to cost me too much. Yes. That don't fit my budget.
That doesn't fit.
He'll forfeit her.
Yes.
What I realize, lack of purpose creates desperation.
Yes, absolutely.
And desperation don't mean you don't have options.
No.
It means you're choosing out of despair, meaning I'm choosing this time based on my last choice.
Yes.
Because the last guy did this, I'm going to choose. So it's crazy because it goes back to purpose.
Yes.
So I can tell a woman tomorrow, because I've been trying to figure out, it really hit me tonight, how, as the more I do this stuff with women, how do I get them to be truthful? And for so long, I could understand and empathize with them when they say, well, Javon, if I tell the truth, it's going to fuck my chances up of landing this man.
It's not with the real fit.
Let me say what I mean. Okay. It could fuck the chances up of getting that man, but if you had purpose, it wouldn't matter to you.
Right.
So say, for example, I know a sister, she's dating this guy right now, and they getting serious, and she likes girls. Now, she have heard him say he's had a threesome and whatnot and blah, 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 blah. but she's scared to tell him she likes girls.
Why?
Because she's scared that that's gonna make him say, I don't want no bitch that like girls, or you a dyke, or if whatever reason, this woman is scared to tell this man that she like girls.
Right.
And I said, do you be messing with women?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, she got a little couple of women she messed with. I said, so you cheating if you, by your definition.
Right.
And it's like, I can understand why this woman would not want to tell this man. I understand her. However, she got a good fish on the line that she's scared to lose.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
But if she had purpose, she would be able to say, you know what? I really like this guy, but my purpose is so much more important.
And we can do a living soul choice for her and see if this lover that she's so engulfed in and thinks is going to be a long time versus just a now time type of mate. Just because we resonate and we vibe and it's good now doesn't mean it's going to be for a long time. It might just be for the right now because you're not even in your sexual truth. So we have to evolve and use the living soul to understand, what type of soul choice should I be with on a long-term basis? Is this just for a temporary fix right now? This might not be a lifetime partnership. It might just be a
but ain't that, that's right the thing. The world we living in, ain't that what all women trying to find? That lifetime partnership.
That's fine. No, I'm not saying that's fine, but right now, let's be honest. We just talked about odds. The odds of you finding a lifetime partnership is very low right now.
Yeah.
But if we understand your earth, your sun, your moon, and your living soul numbers and archetypes, and we understand your soul elements, a lot of things will come to light in your understanding you. And then you can choose better. You see what I'm saying? It takes out all this madness because that's what she's dealing with. She's holding back herself because if she's still practicing into bisexuality, there's a part of her she's not even coming to terms with being forthwith in herself.
Yeah.
So she needs a sexual intervention, a sexual truth understanding of self first. So she shouldn't even tell him anyway because she don't even know why she's playing in the field of that. That needs to be exposed to herself, not to tend to him, but to learn of herself. Why are you attracted to women? Why do you want to be intimate with women? What is it about women that you're getting from them?
So let me say something real quick, and this is a question I have for you. I'm sold on the living soul shit. What are your plans? Like, do you in your mind, do you think me and you could get so popular that we could just talk about this shit and people start doing it again? Like, what's your plan for getting that out to the world? Because say, for example, let's use, for lack of a better expression, like you said earlier, the psychic network space, those people, that space, you know what I'm saying? There's a constant need for it, but this living soul shit is a little bit deeper. Like, what's your plan? How do you plan on because it seemed like people need that to even be the foundation of starting. And whether it's living soul or whatever the fuck you want to call it, people have to get to the point where they have some type of understanding about who they are. Yes. And that's a good foundation point to start.
And this is why we're here, because you yourself understands the power of the living soul. So you and I will be well, if I'm honest, we're going to blow this up because of you already have a certain exposure. I do not. You are the man that already has a way to reach you have a higher reach than me. So with that said, we're able to build it, not off of trying to do it to prove, but in its own way. The living soul is the accuracy is beyond words. I can't describe it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
women
yeah.
is empowered. And outside of that, this will bring men to a new exposure and understanding of self. Because the more we learn and love ourselves, Javon, the more powerful we will be to someone else.
Because what I realized the living soul can do for people, just in your first reading. Say, for example, like I said earlier, the example about traveling,
Yes.
going places my whole life,
Yes.
being bored, not wanting to go out. It's
Right.
like, say, the point I'm making is what the living soul can do. It took me years of going places to wake up one day and say, I don't even like fucking traveling.
Yeah, you told me. I
So
know.
the living soul can do this in your first day.
Yes.
Wow. I
Yes.
don't really want a monogamous relationship, or I don't want polygamy, or I realize based on my living soul, I'm not even the type of woman that wants to be a wife. I don't want that, or this is what I do, or you see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it can kind of make you stop chasing some shit that you don't really like anyway, or make you chase something that you never thought you liked, because
Right.
I never, ever, 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 ever thought I would like to do a podcast.
I know.
And I'm sitting up here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I love doing this shit.
I know you do.
I've always said, man, fuck them podcast niggas.
Right.
I was on a podcast last night. I actually went to film it. Beautiful podcast.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful brothers. Great situation.
Love
But
it.
I was the guest, and it was basically interview style. They went through my videos, like, you said this, expound on this, expound on this, expound on this.
Love
And
it.
at some point during the conversation, I said, man, y'all read my credentials. I don't even know if you motherfuckers can read. So who the fuck am I talking to? I don't know if you motherfuckers can read. So that's why I never liked podcasts, because anybody could be up here running their fucking mouth.
Yes.
And I don't even know if the motherfucker got an IQ of 70 or not.
Right,
Can the motherfucker read? Can he comprehend? Where is this information coming from?
Right.
So that's why I never thought I would like to do a podcast. But now I'm sitting up here. I'm enjoying this shit. I'm loving it. It's easy for me.
Yes.
You create the topics. And overall, it's like Granddaddy said, we got a fire in the oven. We got a biscuit in the oven. We got something with this living soul that could be the thing that take off.
It's going to change the world. I know.
Yeah,
I promise
yeah.
you. I promise
Yeah.
you, John, you asked me, what do I see with this? It's going to change the world, and it is going to be the resurgence of the psychic network. And
Yeah.
like I was just telling my partner this morning, I told him, I said, when you go out of state and you're out of my space and I just have some private alone time, I'm going to go back and look at the old psychic network videos, and I'm going to study them.
Yeah.
I'm going to study them, because you know why? I'm going to create this to a different level. I'm like, where y'all see me right now is not going to be this is the lowest you're going to see me. This is the lowest they're going to see you. We're going to blow this nation up over this. But outside of that, we also have a different type of coaching style. We kind of have a sarcasm to our style.
Yeah.
We kind of have a little arrogance. And people don't really like that, because well, who are they?
Yeah.
Y'all don't see us coming.
Yeah. Well, there it is, man. Y'all stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Purchase Miss Carla's book, ebook, The Living. She left anyway.
Anyways, yes.
Hit her up for this living soul stuff. I'm gonna holler at you to get a date for Crystal. And man, it's just like, I believe in it. And when I say I believe in it, I believe in the information. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Black people gonna have to get used to, whether it's some psychic shit, some astronomy, whether it's something. Black people have to understand that cultures all over the world, whether it's your name, what your names mean, there's always some reasoning, whether it's living soul, living fucking stove. Black people gonna have to sit down one day and say, let me try some shit and see.
Yes.
And if it line up for me, and if it line up for me, it line up for me. Not, man, throw that old psychic shit. That's some old psychic bullshit. No. That's like when the guy came on that day and he was like, well, I can't believe you on some psychic shit. And I said, man, I'd whoop your motherfucking ass if we was in person for you saying some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is we gonna have to try something. I think this is a thing. I think this is a great foundation for anybody to get a living soul reading. It's a great foundation. You get the reading and you take the fucking information and you do with it what you want to do with it. But I guarantee
you just study it. You study your earth first. You study your moon first. You study your sun. You then study your earth. Then you study your living soul archetypes.
Yeah.
Because that helps you to learn you.
So not only do people need to get a reading, at some point when this shit blow like we wanted to blow, we're gonna have to have a class on how to follow this shit.
You got no idea, Javon. I mean, Javon, we got so much to do.
Yeah, I already know you already got it going on in my, and that's why I knew I was supposed to link up with you. You know what I'm saying? I know who I was supposed to link up with. You know what I'm saying? And
no idea.
You know,
you already have the following. You already have the essence.
Exactly.
You're already in the podcast world.
Yeah.
Want to be there.
But the funny thing is, like when we was talking to the guys last night, they said something I never thought about it. They said, man, we got a whole setup. We got lights. We got 3 cameras. We in a fucking cigar lounge with leather chairs. They said, man, you sitting in your fucking car yelling and we can't get the numbers you get. They was like, you special, man. They was like, you special. You see what I'm saying? So it's a situation where I know I've met people in the past, or I meet people now every day that see that I've developed a certain level of influence or following, and they always got some motherfucking get rich scheme or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, you ain't been following me long. I ain't never fucked with nobody or endorsed nobody or endorse no shit from nobody. So, and like we said, I don't need you and you don't need me, you know? So it's a situation where I'm like, well, I believe in what she's saying. And I know I ain't got nobody up on my show talking that I think on some bullshit. So if you fuck with me, I'm going to be preaching this living soul shit. So that is what it is. But we're going to get up on out of here. Y'all stay tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Yes. Next week, Monday, me and Chris. Tuesday, me and Trav. Wednesday, me and Miss Carla. And I'm about to start doing some on Thursday and Friday, possibly. Just a little talk or doing some.
Don't forget, we're going to start doing it after rants.
Yeah.
But we're going to after rant this bad boy, and we're going to do it on some audio shit.
That's what's up.
Audio diaries. And they're not going to be ready for that because this is something different.
Okay, well, you're going to have to show me what's going on. I like your drive, and, you know, you got a purpose, and our purposes are tied together, and I let you do what you do. You let me do what I do. So we going to get up out of here, y'all.
Yes, we are.
Peace.
Guys.